sensitive to the movement of the Holy Spirit. I'm going to tell you right now, all next year, we're going to be working on having a better, spiritually fine-tuned ear to hear from God. God is speaking to everybody over here. Yes. And we are not really clear who is God. And when I'm yoked to Jesus, that means sometimes when it does not make sense, I still step out on faith. And it's always the best way to go because I'm yoked to my master. His way is always the best way in our lives. Can you just give God one more hand clap of praise in Jesus' name? So now we start talking about this idea of being unequally yoked. That's what we're going to start focus on now. Being unequally yoked. Unequally yoked. Let me let you write down this the O for today, and then write down this O right here. Or what portion does a believer share with an unbeliever? That's what's in ESV here. That's the O right there. We're talking about unequally yoked. Or what portion does a believer share with an unbeliever? The O. Or what portion does a believer share with an unbeliever? So I want to be very clear about what we're talking about now and about being, so to help us understand being unequally yoked, I want to talk about what it means to be equally yoked, not enlisted the support of somebody I know very well. So what I want to do, so that, what is it? Oh, praise God. All right now. All right now. Now we're talking now. There we go. You good? Don't go anywhere now. I'm trying to equally yoked. All right, now look what happens now. So, unequally yoked. And look what happens here. Now, first of all, read this with me. What's it say here? What fellowship? All right, so here's, I want you to write this down. Exposure and experiences influence expectations. Exposure and experiences influence expectations. And what's it says? Exposure and experiences influence expectations. I want to go through each one of these now, because when we are equally yoked, that's when we can start having the same exposure, same experiences, and start expecting better. Here's our chapter. All right, so you all right? Yeah, is it easy? Very light? All right, praise God. All right. Okay. You good? All right now. Don't get on. All right now. I said I do now. So that equally yoked. Now, read it a little bit now. Yeah, now. But Flower, he's been yoked so long, he's yoked all the rest of it. But the idea is equally yoked. Now, read what does it say again? Exposure
and experiences influence expectations.
Yeah. All right, so let's go. Okay. So here's the issue. It is really not about the folk being yoked. It's about right here. Who's controlling this? So I can want to go one way. She can want to go another way. But it's really about who wants to go this way. And it is whenever we have something about being yoked, it means the driver and the master and the owner determine which way we go. But as long as I'm trying to get my way, and she's trying to go her way, and we're not listening to Jesus' way, we're going to always have problems. So part of being equally yoked says, I'm willing to surrender, and I'm willing to submit not just to my wife, but also to the one, more important, to the master who controls me, who leads me and guides me and directs me. So let's go back to exposure first of all. Exposure. What are we talking about now? In order to be equally yoked, we have got to have exposure to the same what? First of all, exposure to the word, exposure to worship, and exposure to the work to build God's kingdom. I can't get, and I appreciate, everybody knows couples where the husband is member of First Missionary Baptist Church, unit number 1, and then the wife is over here, United Methodist Church. They're not being exposed to the same word. I'm not saying anything wrong, but the idea, I've got to get exposed to the same word so we can grow together and eat together and serve together as well.
One of the things that Pastor and I have been doing is we have, in our devotion time, we are on the same information that in our study time. So when we read the word, we're reading the same thing. And then we get an opportunity to talk about that word together. So it's not wrong for us to have different things at different times during devotion. However, that we do have that same scriptures that we read on a daily basis, and we get a chance to talk about it. It enhances the word in both of our lives, and now we are on the same page when it comes to that word.
Amen. So what is about what? Exposure. Think about this. Think about this now. You got one person in the marriage always being exposed to this word. You got this person being exposed to this word and wonder why they can't agree. Not that either word is wrong, but they're not being exposed to the same word. You got one person eating a meal over here, and another person eating a meal over here, and wonder why they don't, when I'm gaining weight, when I'm losing weight, and because they're not being exposed to the same word. But not only the same word, but worship. That we are in the same place, hearing what God has to tell us, so we can grow higher together. There have been so few times where I have shared the word, my wife hasn't been there, she shared the word, I've not been there, and collectively we go to hear the word together, so we can now grow together. Instead of going apart, we can grow up together as well. So first of all, it's about exposure. Now watch what happens. So now read this down with you. Please just write this down, and then my wife will read this for you. 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14, Amplified Classic. Powerful portion of scripture here. Our teaching comes from King James, but please write this down and then listen to this as well from Amplified Classic, please.
This is 2 Corinthians 6:14 from the Amplified Classic. It says, "Do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Do not make mismated alliances with them or come under a different yoke with them, inconsistent with your faith. For what partnership has right living and right standing with God, and with iniquity and lawlessness? Or how can light have fellowship with darkness?"
Amen. So again, so this idea about unequal, and right there from the King James Version, it says Belial. Belial comes from the Greek word that means useless. What commonality does somebody who is to be used for the kingdom have with somebody who is useless to the kingdom? At some point, it's about saying that I have the same level of exposure. Watch this right here now. So speed dating. Everybody hear what I'm saying? So speed dating. So if the man says Jesus, and she says who? The man ought to say, next. Amen. Keep it moving, keep it moving. All right? Now, at this point, very honest, can't date you, because we are unequally yoked. All right? Now, dating standards right here. This lady right here. Got a minimum of 8 standards. So I will repeat these. I will say these, and this is what these standards are. Now, to be clear, these are not. We're not trying to put you under the law, but this ought to be the parameters by which we're going to determine if somebody's going to be suitable to be in your life from God. Amen, somebody. First of all, I will save sex for marriage. I will learn to say no. I will learn to be content as a single person. I will guard my heart. I will date only Christians. I will date only Christians. I will date only Christians. Not somebody who just got saved this morning on their way to church either. I will date only Christians. I will seriously consider courtship. I will put my future in God's hands. And I want God's will for my life. Are those some good standards right there? Amen. Please give God another hand. God praise that. Exposure. All right, to the ladies right here. If a man doesn't fall on his knees in prayer, he does not deserve to fall on one knee with a ring. Amen, somebody. And depending on how old he is, he may stay down there for a minute. So that be clear about this. All right, so first, we got exposure. Next one is about experiences. Experiences. Now, what are we saying here? Now, how many of us know we don't have to experience everything to know something's not good for you? I don't have to experience going through here and having the judge put me in jail for 30 days to know I don't want to go to jail. So when I talk about experiences, about being equally yoked, not about experiences. See, sometimes people have experiences. And if somebody's an unbeliever, they'll say it's luck. It's not luck, it's who?
The Lord.
It's not chance, it's who?
Christ.
It's not coincidence, it's what? Divine providence as well. Now here's what happened with experience. Oh my gosh. How, Jesus? So unequally yoked. How many times have folk been in a relationship like this? That you got one ready to go, and the other not going anywhere. You're trying to pull 200 pounds by your neck and can't go at all. And look at the one sitting there like this, children. You got one trying to tithe, one is not. One believing God, one is not. One is praying, one is not. One is trusting God, one is not. You cannot carry. The one standing is not strong enough to carry the one that's falling down. Come on, give God one more hand clap of praise for that in Jesus' name.
You know, when we talked about that scripture from the Amplified Classic, it talked about having this mismated alliances. So when we're unequally yoked, we're missing each other. We're not aligned together, which is inconsistent with your faith. Some years ago, when we were meeting on campus and in college, and we would have I had a Bible study with the young ladies there. And one of the students who had gotten saved, she was dating a guy who was a Muslim. And she said to me, I don't understand what the big deal is. He believes God, I believe God. However, they have inconsistent faith. And she was saying that she knew a couple who was an older couple where one was a Muslim, one was a Christian, and she said they're doing okay. Well, first of all, we cannot base our relationships on other people's relationships. Amen? Amen. And you don't know what goes on behind people's doors. They have inconsistent faith. So she's not telling him, I don't like you, I don't like your beliefs, whatever. I'm just saying we're inconsistent in our faith. It's mismated alliances. So what happens in mismated alliances is as the two animals show, it's always going to be imbalance. It's always going to be imbalance. It can start out great, have some great times together, but at some point it's going to be imbalance. When your faith is who we are. Faith is who it is, our identity in Christ Jesus. So when we are identified with Christ and someone is not identified with Christ, it's mismated alliances.
Amen. So this idea, so the question was earlier, Sister Carolyn asked about struggle, that's a struggle. You try to pull along somebody that's bigger or small as well you are, and you're trying to go along. Look at one step. The one on the ground is just chilling. Look like he's taking a nap. So the one up there is sweating. If you move in closer, head all about to break the neck. And too many times in life, we've been around folk that have taken us down instead of trying to take us up. Can you say amen to that as well? Amen. Or you have this. Or what you mean you going to church to give some money? You talking about this? Yeah, I got all this stuff going on. Experiences. Got to make sure we're being exposed to the word together, worshiping together, working together. But now have experience. I read about God, how he moved in the Bible. But now we have an experience between us to know how God brought us from a long way. And if it had not been for the Lord in the midst of our marriage, we would not be here today. I got to have an experience where I trust and rely on God. There has to be this common experience. Otherwise, this misalignment will occur as well. All right, then, so lastly, if I got the right the same exposure and experiences, it ought to lead to the same level of expectation. Now look, what are we talking about expectations here? You got believers in suppose you've gotten exposed to the word, and now you know at this point you should expect what? Amen? Amen? Anybody here expect God's favor? Amen. So you've been exposed to the word and expect God's favor. And this smash doesn't get exposed to the word they haven't expected. Or in this case, I love this right here. Expect God's faithfulness. How many know God's a faithful God? How many know God's a faithful God? God is faithful. Give God, he's a faithful God. Now what happens? God is faithful even when we're not. I say God is faithful even when we're not. So now I can expect God to be faithful. I know what he said in his word.